Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will see the word ladder problem which is from Graph Algorithm, and this is from LeetCode number 127. So let us first read the problem statement. In this problem, given two words, that is a begin word and an end word, and a dictionary's word list, find the length of the shortest transformation sequence from the begin word to end word such that only one letter can be changed at a time and each transformed word must exist in the word list. So these are the other constraints which I will just be showing you now. So let us look at the goal and the constraints. Well, in this problem, our goal is to convert the begin word to end word in minimum number of steps. So there are many possible constraints. In this case, the first constraint is that only one letter can be changed at a time. Let us say you are having a word hit, then you can change just a single character which is I to make it hot, and this is a valid transformation. Now from hit you can make it to eat by changing two of these characters, and so this transformation will not be valid because you have transformed two letters. Now the second point is transformed word must be present in the word list. That means if we are transforming from, let's say, this hit to hot, then we have transformed using just a single character, and also this hot should be present in our given word list. So I will just be showing you what the word list really means, which implies that the end word should also be present in the word list. Okay, so I hope this you will understand it very clearly. Now all the letters are lowercase and all the words are of same length. No duplicate word is present in the word list, and also begin word and end word are non-empty and are not the same. Now one thing to note is if we combine this 0.2 and 0.5, which is this one, then together they will mean that all the transformed words are unique. I hope you will figure it out. It is very simple to understand. Given this begin word, let's assume it is hit. We want to convert it to the end word which is cog. So the word list is here. We are given 6 words, and if we want to convert this hit to cog, then all the transformations should include only a single character transformation at a time, and the transformed word must be present in this list of words which is the word list. Okay, so let us assume that from this hit you can just transform, that is you can change this I to O and it will become hot, and hot should be present in this word list and this is present here. So like this you want to convert this hit to cog, and you should do it in minimum number of steps. So one such possible transformation is from hit you can go to hot, hot to dot, dot to lot, then dog, log, cog. So here there are possible 7 words which are included in this path. So this first word is also counted. You can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now similarly this second path, it is of length 5. This third path is of length 5 and this fourth path is of length 6. Now your goal is to return the minimum possible path length in order to convert this begin word to end word. So here there can be multiple answers, but the length will always be the same, which is 5 in this case. So here the answer will be equals to 5. Okay, so our goal is to reach from begin word to end word in minimum steps. I hope you understood the problem statement now. So how is this a graph problem? Many of you might think that. Now assume that each word as a node in a graph and each transformation as an edge. Then our goal becomes find the shortest path from the begin word to end word with all the edges having equal weight. So here edge weight is not given. So each of the edges will be assumed to be having the same weight. Let's assume it to be 1. Now in this case you are given a source node which is hit and the destination node which is cog. So apart from the source node, all the other nodes must be present in the word list. So previously I had shown that we are having these 6 words in the word list. So there are 6 nodes apart from this word hit, which is forming the nodes. Now from hit you want to reach to this cog, and each and every edge weights are same. So we can convert this problem to the statement like we want to reach from the source node to destination node in minimum number of jumps, that is by traversing minimum number of edges. So here that will be equals to, this is 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump. So the number of words which are coming from source to destination will be number of jumps plus 1, which will be equals to 5 in this case. Okay, so there can be many possible paths, but you will have to return the length of the shortest path. And how this transformation is done, actually if you are starting from this hit, then you can just change a single character in order to reach to the next word which is present in the word list. So you can convert this I to O and reach to hot. And hot must be present in the word list for it to be a valid word, and so we can make the jump. And like this, we can make different jumps by just tweaking a single character, that is changing a single character. So this is how we will traverse this graph. We will have to make the change to a single character only. Now, can we use DFS or BFS for this problem? Well, this is a very popular question. Now, DFS is not used to find the shortest distance in graph, but it is used only for trees. Because we have unique paths between nodes in a tree, but we can have exponential number of unique paths between two nodes in a graph. So on the left hand side, I have drawn a tree. Now if you want to find the shortest path between, let's say, this 2 to 4, then there will always be a unique path. So from 2 to 0, 0 to 1 and 1 to 4. Similarly, you can find the unique path from 5 to 6 and this will be like this. Okay. But in a graph, you will be having exponential number of such options for traversal, and then it will become very time consuming in order to calculate the shortest path. Let us say this is our given graph and from U, you want to reach to this V. Now what is the shortest distance in order to reach to V from U? In this case, at U, you are having two options of traversal, so you can go to E or A. At A again you are having two options of traversal, at B again two options, and like this at C and D you are having two options. So from U to V, how many options do you have? Actually the top nodes are only having single options. And why is that? Because once we reach from U to E, then we cannot again come back from E to U. That will obviously not be giving us the optimal answer. So once we reach to a node, then we will take the alternate path which is not yet traversed. So all the top nodes are having one options and all the below nodes are having two options. So the total number of options which will be possible will be after multiplying these parts. So that will be nothing but 2 to the power 5 paths. So you can see that this is exponential number of possible paths. So it will be very time consuming in order to calculate the shortest path between U to V if you are given a graph. That is why we will not be using DFS in such problems. So DFS will run in exponential time, but BFS can solve it in polynomial time. Therefore, we always use BFS for finding the shortest distance on graph. So there is a very good discussion link for this in Codeforces. The link for that will be present in the description below. You can check that out. Now let us look at an example for this algorithm. So this is our begin word and this cog is our end word. Now this is our given word list and we will take a set. So why we are taking a set, you will understand in just a few minutes. So what we will do is our first step is to take all these words and insert it into a set. And while inserting, we will check if the cog, that is the end word, is present in our word list. Because according to our constraint, we can convert a word to certain transformed word if it is present in the word list. And obviously all the words are unique and this begin word not equals to end word. So end word should always be present in the word list. Therefore, we will have to check if the end word is present in the word list. Now we will insert each and every word in this set. After that, we will be taking the Q for BFS traversal. Now we will be inserting our begin word which is hit into the Q. And we will be taking two variables for the Q. First one will be depth, which will be 0, indicating the depth of this Q which we are traversing, that is which we are exploring. And this L size which will indicate how many nodes are there at a certain level of the graph. So now we will do the processing. So what is the size of the Q? It is just having a single node. So initially you will be having a single node at the depth 0. So your depth value will be incremented to 1, indicating that this is your first level. And your L size will be 1 because at first level you are having just a single node. Now you will take out this hit. So this is your word now. Now you want to transform this word to certain other word which is present in the set in such a way that you can reach to this cog, which is our end word. Now we will do a brute force transformation. What is a brute force? For each and every letter you can convert from A to Z. There are basically 26 possibilities. We will try each of them and we will skip the same character, that is this one is H, so we will skip H because this will lead to the same word which we do not want because each and every word are different. Now in this case, is there any word in the set which is ending with IT? There is no word. So it will not lead to any addition into the Q. Now we will see for this I. Now is there any word in the set starting with letter H and ending with letter T? You can see that yes, there is a word which is hot. So we can transform this I to O in order to get this hot. Now we will check if this word hot is the same as the end word, which is cog. So if this was true, then we will return the depth value, which is depth plus 1. It will indicate the number of words from begin word to end word. So this is not true. Therefore, we will just insert it into the queue and we will remove it from the set. And why I am removing this? Because each and every word must be used only once. So there are no other word which is starting with H and ending with T. So we will skip this. Now we are at T. Now is there any word which is starting with HI in this set? There is no word. So this is also done. Now we have processed the first level. Our L size will decrement by value 1, indicating that we have processed one node at the level which is level 1. Now we will try for the second level. So let me write it here. At level 1 we had hit. Okay. Now what is the size of the queue? Size of the queue is only 1. So this L size will be 1 and depth will increment to 2. We are now processing level 2. So we will be at this hot. Now we will take out this hot and we will process it in the similar way as we processed this hit. So we will take the first character, we will try all 26 possible transformations. Now is there any word which is ending with OT in the set? Yes, there are two words, which is dot and lot. So we will insert dot and also lot. And before inserting, obviously we will check if dot is equals to end word. If this is true, then we will simply return depth plus 1. We won't have to insert it into the queue. But since dot and lot are not equals to this end word cog, therefore we will be inserting it here. Since we have inserted dot and lot, therefore we will be removing it obviously. And now we are done with this one. So now we will be transforming this O. So is there any word in the set which is starting with H and ending with T? No. Hot was there, but it is already removed, so we cannot reuse it. Now for T, is there anything which is starting with HO? No. So this is also processed. So our L size will decrement by value 1, which will be 0. So now L size is indicating that this second level has also been processed. Okay. So now we will process the third level. So this is third level. Now let me just write the second level word, which is hot. Now at the third level you are having two words. So L size will now become equals to 2. And your depth will also increment to 3. This is your level 3. Now we are processing level 3. Now we will take out the first word. This is dot. So dot is taken out. We will make transformation for this first letter. So is there any word ending with OT? There is no such word. Is there any word starting with D and ending with T? Okay, there is no other word. So is there any word starting with DO in this set? Yes, there is DOG. So you can just check if DOG is equals to this end word. No, this is not true. So DOG will be inserted here. Okay, and DOG will be removed. Now all these transformations are checked for dot. Now your L size will be decrementing by value 1 because you have processed one node at this level 3. So now you take out the next word, which is lot. Now you do the same operations for lot. So is there any word ending with OT here? No. Is there any word starting with L ending with T? Okay, no. Is there any word starting with LO? Yes, there is LOG, log. So you will remove it and insert it into the queue because log is not equals to cog. Okay. Now you will also decrement your L size because this is also processed. So this will become 0. Now L size 0 is indicating that this level 3 has also been processed. Now you will have to move to the next level, which is level 4. So at level 4, the size is equals to 2. So your L size will again be initialized to 2. And let me just write the words for this level 3. That was nothing but dot and lot. So at level 4, you will take out this dog. So dog will be taken out. Again, you will do the brute force. So is there any word in the set which is ending with OG? Yes, COG is the word. But COG is also equals to the end word. And your depth is 4. Therefore, you have found your end word transformation. And in BFS, since we are moving layer by layer, therefore the first word which we will find is your answer because that will obviously be the minimum depth. That is the shortest distance according to the number of edges which is required. Since you have found it here and you are processing dog at level 4 and from level 4 this cog will obviously be at level 5 and therefore you will be returning depth plus 1 value, which will be 4 plus 1 5. You should not be doing any further processing. This is how you can find what are the minimum number of words or the minimum transformation required in order to reach from begin word to end word. I hope you were able to understand. Now what is the time complexity for this problem? Let us say your length of word is nothing but n. Okay. So for each letter in the word you are doing 26 transformations, that is from A to Z. So you are having 26 into n transformations. And also for each and every transformation we were also checking it with the end word. So your end word length, which is the length n, because all the words are of same length, will also be multiplied, because we were checking if the transformed word is equals to this end word. So your total time complexity can be 26 into n square. And now since you have, let's say, w number of words, then that can also be present at a single level for a BFS call. Therefore, the total time complexity will be 26 into n square into w, where n is the length of word. This second n is for comparison, string comparison, in order to find if the transformed word is your end word, and this w is for the number of words. This 26 can be ignored because this is a constant. I hope you were able to understand this. Let us now look at the code. This is a simple code for the word ladder problem. Here we are given begin word, end word, and word list. So I will be taking a set, and then I will be taking is present variable, which will be marking if the end word is present in our word list. So we will be traversing through the entire word list, and then we will be pushing each and every word into our set. If this word is present in our word list, that is end word should be present in our word list, then is present will be made as true. If it is false, then end word was not present, and so we will be returning 0, saying that this transformation is not possible. Now if it is possible to transform, then we will be taking a queue and applying BFS. So this is the BFS functionality. Here we will be taking a queue, we will be pushing the begin word as I have already shown you. Now we will be taking a depth variable which will measure the level of BFS we are currently at. This will be used to return our answer. Now this is the entire BFS processing. Now if our queue is not empty, then we will keep processing. Once we have completed a level, we will move to the next level. So initially our level value will be initialized as 1, and the next time it will be 2, and again it will be 3, and so on. Now at a given level, whatever is pushed into the queue, those all elements will be at the same level, and therefore the queue size will give you the number of nodes which are present at a level. So we will be processing for each and every node for the level. Now for each node in a level, we will take out the word in order, that is we will take out the front one first and then the last one. So the front one will be taken out, and then we will try each and every transformation for a given word, for each and every letter. So this for loop is for each and every letter, and for each letter we can make A to Z transformations, and all the letters are lowercase. So this is for A to Z transformations. Now this is basically a brute force transformation method. Now after doing a single transformation, we will store it in temporary variable, and then we will compare if temp is equals to our current word, because words are not repeated, and obviously you will not repeat this word again. You will not transform this W with W, because that will be the same word. So this should not happen. If it happens, then we will continue. We will skip this step. Otherwise, we will check if the transformed word is equals to the end word. If it is true, then we will return depth plus 1, as I have already explained. Otherwise, if this is also not true, then we will be pushing the current word in our queue, and then we will be erasing that word from our word list, because that word must be present in the word list. Okay, if it is also not present in the word list, then again we will be skipping this transformed word, and we will move on to the next possible transformation. This is how we will be doing all the processing, and the time will be n square into number of words, which will be m, and 26 was a constant, and therefore we were just ignoring it. Now I hope you were able to understand this entire problem. If you have any other doubt, then feel free to comment below, and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of this programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.